How you guys doing? This brother Mike back again with the thought of the day on June 5th, 2023. First, I want to give honor and praise to the Elohim of Israel for waking me up today and giving me the strength and the wisdom to bring you this message. Then I'd like to open with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. May your will, not mine, be done. How you guys doing? Today I'm going to talk about the first drink is the one that gets us drunk. The first drink is the one that gets us drunk. I'll be reading a passage out of the Living Sober book. Living Sober book is a great tool to use, especially in early recovery. It breaks down different ways you could do to try to avoid relapsing and actually learn how to live a sober life. And the title of this is Staying Away from the First Drink. That's the title of what some of the stuff I'm about to read. And it goes, here we go. It says, many of us, when we first began to drink, never wanted or took more than one or two drinks. But as time went on, we increased the number. Then in the later years, we found ourselves drinking more and more, some of us getting and staying very drunk. Maybe our condition didn't always show in our speech or our gait, but by this time, we were never actually sober. If that bothered us too much, we would cut down or try to limit ourselves to just one or two, or switch from hard liquor to beer or wine. At least we tried to limit the amount so we would not get too disastrously drunk, or we tried to hide how much we drank. But all these measures got more and more difficult. Occasionally, we even went on the wagon and did not drink for a while at all for a while. Eventually, we would go back to drinking just one drink, and since that apparently did no damage, we felt it was safe to have another. Maybe that was all we took on that occasion, and it was a great relief to find out we could take one or two, then stop. Some of us did that many times, but the experience proved to be snare. It persuaded us that we could drink safely, and then we will come to the occasion, some special celebration, a personal loss, or no particular event at all, when two or three made us feel fine. So we thought one or two could not hurt, and we absolutely no intention of doing so. We found ourselves again drinking too much. We were right back where we had been, over drinking without really wanting to. Such repeated experience has forced us to this logically inescapable conclusion. If we do not take the first drink, we can never get drunk. Therefore, instead of planning never to get drunk or trying to limit the number of drinks or the amount of alcohol, we have learned to concentrate on avoiding only one drink, the first one. In effect, instead of worrying about limiting the number of drinks at the end of a drinking episode, we avoid the first drink that starts it. They hit it right on the head. Many times we woke up wondering how that happened again to us. Some of us woke up in places we didn't know we was at, next to people we didn't even know. Very sick in the morning, had a rough night throwing up, and we tell ourselves, man, I had too many, I should have stopped when I saw it coming on. Once we take that first one, especially once you cross that line into alcoholism and you take that first one, it hits the allergy. It ignites the allergy, and you don't have no control over having another one or another one. We lost control once we took that first one. So it's very smart for us to try to avoid that first drink. Many people try to do tricks like they said. I'm going to count the number of drinks. I'm not going to do this. I'm only going to have this amount when I go out to dinner, and then wondering why they always seem to be driving home drunk. That first one when you was at dinner ignited you to keep going on and on and on. We have to stay away from the first one and try to set our lives up in ways which can help us stay away from the first one. People and places and things are very prevalent. If you know you're going to be around people that's going to be drinking and you used to frolic with those people before, chances are you might fall victim. So We got to set up ways and things to do and have the discipline to not put ourselves in those situations. And always be around like-minded people. Hit you some meetings so you can be reminded of what's going to happen if you pick up that first one, because that's going to take you down that rabbit hole and be right back where you was at before. This is Brother Mike. Make sure you guys enjoy your day. Shalom.